Funny trivia. That gang on Nar Shaddaa I wiped out, the Ermias-Hoth, tried to recruit me away from the refugees. Said I'd be better off with them. They had credits, food, cute little clubhouse. All I'd have to do is kill a rival gangster.
If you joined that gang, we probably wouldn't be here.
Still the hardest choice I ever made. I'd been living in a cargo crate for years, eating leftover food from the promenade. Had the Force and Sith training to use it. Could have been running that gang if I wanted. Instead, I did the right thing. Mostly. Violence is wrong, I get that. But my friends are safe because the other gangs are scared of ending up like the Ermias-Hoths. Ironic.
The Force is generated by living things. Jedi should never grow comfortable with death. Master Satele once told me we should reflect on the lives we take. Have you ever done that?
I don't think about it much. Gives me bad dreams. Still don't know if what I did on Nar Shaddaa was right or wrong, but it was necessary. If that's what you want.
I live to serve. Gotta say, this is one comfy starship. Never saw anything this cushy on the Outer Rim. Those fringers use rocks for pillows. And medical care? Forget it. Kolto might as well be a myth. Tough work being a doctor outside the Corps.
Healing the sick and wounded is difficult no matter where you are.
Tried doing surgery without anesthetic. It's even harder if the patient doesn't get any. I could have gone home, had a safe medical practice, and died of boredom. But I'm a man of action. You have any idea how many people have tried to kill me for bringing quality healthcare to their planets?
In my experience, helping others is hazardous to your health.
Luckily for my patients, I enjoy a challenge. The frontier worlds are crawling with pirates, gangsters, and tax collectors. But they're no match for old Doc. Not everyone needs a laser sword and mind tricks to get out of a tight spot.
I don't need them either. They're just efficient.
Me? I rely on superior intellect and natural charm. It works every time. If I were you, I wouldn't leave the ship without me. Let's do this again, huh?
I knew you'd come through, T7. Any idea if this Imperial spy is still active? I'm sensing a pattern here, T7.
I'm back. Thanks. Guess you like me after all. Guess you like me after all. Thanks. Bye.
I live to serve. See ya. Ready for fun.
I'm back.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
I need the Jedi Council's hollow frequency. Old Doc's gonna have a chat with your bosses. This code you people follow has you wrapped up tighter than the Emperor's shorts. It's not healthy. In my professional experience, enjoying life on a regular basis dramatically reduces your chances of falling to the dark side.
Peace and contentment are the foundation of a good life. Everything else is only a distraction.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You have no idea what you're missing. I'm glad I'm around to keep things lively. The ship would be way too serious without me.
This is Jedi Knight Liha Nerez. Please identify.
Master Tol Braga sent me to help you.
I already received word of your success on Balmora. Glad you're here. As if Hoth wasn't hostile enough, I'm contending with the Empire and White Maw pirates of all things.
What could pirates and Imperials possibly want here?
Hoth's one of the largest starship graveyards in the galaxy. During the war, there was a massive battle in orbit. Dozens of vessels crashed to the surface. Because of the freezing cold, they've remained well preserved. Some are almost intact.
Our objective's in that starship graveyard, isn't it?
One of the crash vessels contained a full technical readout of the Emperor's fortress.
A map of the bad guy's house. Nice.
One of the Empire's top scientists during the war upgraded the fortress's defenses. He was the only non-Sith to ever see the inside. The technical readouts were lost when the scientists crashed here. His shipwreck has never been found.
We're not gonna just dig in the snow and hope for the best, are we?
No. Your job is to clear the way once I know where we're going. Those technical readouts are critical to infiltrating the Emperor's fortress. We will not fail. I'm headed for the main Republic base. Take a shuttle to the surface and meet me there. Liha Nerez out.
There, good as new.
Master Jedi. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
I've never even heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
What's valuable enough to justify risking the lives of so many just battling the elements?
They don't tell me anything. All I know is we lost something on this planet, and we're not leaving until we find it. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
Sorry I couldn't meet you. We've got a full-scale Imperial invasion on our hands. They caught us by surprise.
Tell me your position. I'll come to you.
I'm defending a forward outpost, but our support team is pinned down closer to you. I'm sending the coordinates now. You're looking for a detachment from the 301st Infantry led by Sergeant Rusk. His squad is being overrun by Imperial probe droids.
I'll find your friends. A few probe droids shouldn't pose much of a threat.
These droids are set to rush targets and explode when they get close enough.
Have to hand it to the Empire. When it comes to killing people, they're innovators.
Sergeant Rusk has vital information we need. I'm counting on you to keep him and his men alive. May the Force be with you.
Master Jedi, I can't tell you how glad I am you've arrived. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Without the shields, you must have taken heavy casualties.
What you see here, Master Jedi, might be all that's left of the Republic presence in this area of Hoth. We still have men in the field on a critical mission, or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold, I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot, but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these, fresh weapons and supplies, and they might make it back. And thank you.
Ichuta, tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duedwipe.
The Republic values your sacrifice. We will not tolerate this injustice.
Chaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung. Chonki faguta jiho podaji oto vokise. O grani tampio da pushi wompa, pu tula musta.
Why don't you let me deal with this?
Hagwa topi basta wahota. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji.
also got a galaxy to save. Let's get back to it. You're fine.
Our long-range sensor towers just desynced. Might be nothing, but a quick scan would be appreciated.
Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Do you need medical attention?
No, just cold and sick of emergency rations.
Not that getting back to Auric Base will change that. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them, which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base.
I will exceed your expectations, Master.
Not a problem.
Upameko tuji.
Back soon.
Our long-range sensor tower's just desynced. Might be nothing, but a quick scan would be appreciated.
I'm about to break your record, boss. There, good as new.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Doika boda pachi isa jonki.
It was the least I could do.
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki.
Blasted cold. I don't think I can take much more of this. You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Master Jedi, we're honored that you took the time to help us. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
Those soldiers didn't run into any Imperials on the way back, did they?
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
There's no need to panic. I can answer the distress signal.
Thank you. I don't know what we'd do if you weren't here. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
When they saw the distress flare, Auric Base thought you were about to be slaughtered.
When I got a transmission from the Talls, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Kresh Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is gonna be fabulous for morale.
With communications back online, you should be able to call for backup, or at least new orders.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
How far away are they? Why didn't your long-range sensors detect an Imperial attack?
They're in the geothermal plant in Crescent Canyon. We don't have any sensors near there. The Ordelans were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
I'll go see what can be done to save these colonists.
Thank you. Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found him. Good luck.
Good as new. Good as new.
For the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, peace can come to the colonists of Hoth. The Republic has left you alone to die, frozen in the Outer Rim. Surrender, and the Empire will get you back to the core. Republic soldiers, your base has been destroyed. You are stranded and outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire.
Don't be afraid. I'm not with the Empire. I came to help you.
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
I didn't know there was some kind of time limit on daring rescues.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you, if you only let us.
When did you tell him this? Maybe we can still stop him if we hurry.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
Go, but the Empire hasn't won yet. There's still time to save your people if you're willing to try.
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, peace can come
Lieutenant,
to the colonists
evacuate
of
the
Hoth.
base. The mines under it are filled with gas, and the Empire is about to ignite it.
What? Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
If this doesn't work, it's gonna get very hot very fast over there.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded and Kolto tanks. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
Republic soldiers, your base has been destroyed. You are stranded and outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire.
Kamanahinga nakaka. Manalak lagi napi kibaraka. Kamperim ganam bagiyang. Manikhikapukam. Raga memua inubunyan. Kemapa ang kanamya.
A system like that could save lives. We need to get it working again.
Kinambawa nulilak apajam kamgam. Amkanemnang. Ampanemnang memua inok. Mem amak kupkap. Kramanik. Umnug kiga mayamak.
I can't commit to this, but I'll see what I can do.
Bumogala apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap. Memgam gamginia geguan. Amner na hanak.
Liha Nerez sent me. Looks like I got here just in time.
No worries, Master Jedi. I was prepared to hold this position indefinitely. Sergeant Fiddleton Rusk, 301st Infantry. My squad's at your service.
There's no more squad! We're all that's left!
We're a squad until I say otherwise, Private. Now on your feet.
Liha said you're working with us. How did you get trapped here?
Our objective was to secure Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard. Target achieved. Imperial counterattackers pursued us here. Squad fatalities, 66.4%. Enemy fatalities, 100%.
Hang on. I'm picking up a fresh wave of probe droids outside. They're headed this way.
Keep him alive. I'll handle the droids myself.
Get behind me, Private.
Thank you, sir. Here they come!
Enemy fatalities, 100%. You can come out now, Private.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank this Jedi for doing your job, soldier.
Sergeant, evacuate your man to a medical facility.
These are the Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard. Leha Nerez wants to see them. I'll return to base and reconstitute my squad. We'll meet you at our coordinates ASAP. Stay sharp out there.
This is General Callan Grain, Republic High Command. I just arrived in orbit above Hoth. Quite a mess down there. I'm told you commandeered some men from the 301st Infantry for your classified operation. The Imperial offensive left us in bad shape. We've been scratching your back. Now we need a favor.
The Jedi are always willing and ready to assist you.
Scout teams detected several Imperial weapon platforms under construction in the ice fields near our base. If the enemy sets artillery that close, they can shoot down our shuttles. I need you to destroy those weapon platforms. Now.
I'll move out immediately. Where am I going?
You're receiving coordinates to the Imperial weapon platforms now. Good luck. General Grain out.
You'll live. Fine.
I was just wondering how I might serve you better, Master.
Of
I'll start this task immediately.
I'll take a shot at it.
Kawda chuba koji dwanti netuta.
as new.
I found a way to improve upon your specifications, Master.
Miss me,
I trust
darling.
you don't mind.
I'm back.
Lungi Lordo, Kishi check yung
Kay imatakamud ng kise.
Scouts report the Imperial artillery teams are retreating. Nice work. I have a feeling I'll need you again before this is over. Hope you're planning to stick around.
If I can be of further assistance, don't hesitate to contact me.
Glad to hear it. General Grain out.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Orderlands have betrayed us.
You were at Auric Base, weren't you? How did you get ahead of me?
The, Lieutenant sent me here right after you left. We intercepted a transmission from Supervisor Aldo to Coral Torin, telling him you were on your way.
You overheard this right after I left? As in, before I even got to Crescent Canyon?
Well, I was hoping you'd cooperate, but I guess we'll do this the other way.
There, good as new.
Don't kill me! You've got to understand! I had no choice!
You should take responsibility for your own decisions.
The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
Did the Empire's offer specify you'd be alive?
It was more of a chance than what the Republic was offering me. What happens to me now?
I'll have someone come get you.
Wait, you're...
Lieutenant, send someone to pick up Private Falk, and tell them to keep an eye on him.
Falk? What the... There's a strike team on its way. That's another one I owe you, I guess. Thanks.
You're leaving me on Hoth? Couldn't you just shoot me?
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here. Surrender your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
Surely you realize you can't stand against me.
I know the reputation of the Jedi, and I know they bleed and die just like anyone else. Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless? Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
They can't leave Hoth, so it's better to blow them to bits?
I see that we're not going to be able to have an intelligent discussion here. Very well then. I'll make this quick and painless.
That was a mother of a fight. I can't believe we stopped them in time.
There was more to this than lucky timing.
The area's secure. Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to explode.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam, yan perlu amka. Kalami nayakira, nebua ripok, jukaki mem paninu. Amka bina pek memnu kimgam.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Blasted cold. I don't think I can take much more of this. Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. We've got Private Falk in custody now. He'll be under guard until his court-martial. I still can't believe it. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
Put the General through. I'll speak with him now.
Thank you, Master Jedi. One moment. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command. General, do you read me?
Ando here. Ah, you must be the Jedi I've heard so much about. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
The lieutenant held this place together through the worst possible circumstances. He deserves a promotion.
That's good advice. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby granted the rank of captain, effective immediately. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
I hope to see you again. We could certainly use more people like you. Good luck out there. Ando out.
Best place to buy. Durable, military-grade supplies.
Imps incoming! Defensive positions!
This is a surprise. I'm sorry to say, you've just arrived in the least important outpost in the sector, Master Jedi. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
They contacted you? There's likely some trickery involved.
I agree with you completely. Ordinarily I wouldn't trust it, but... Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial Intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
You wouldn't be showing me this if you thought it was just an Imperial trick.
I think that Chiss would never choose to appear weak, even to bait a trap. He has to be desperate. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
If he's telling the truth, it's too great an opportunity to pass up.
Thank you, Master Jedi. This mission is way beyond anything my people could manage. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can, but if it does look like a trap, get out.
Puna hota. Piti do tenya go kakajujo. Da biska ku paliya. Chicos pa ini kudar iji liska chanagawa.
At least the supplies weren't destroyed. You can still get them back.
O grani tampio da pushi umpa. Pu tula musta. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Ni at ambumpa o shura mokili moklanki.
Just tell me where to go.
Che chopa kuma ni umpi put malia petwana ni bobo.
I have the Imperial survey maps of the Starship Graveyard.
I understand Sergeant Rusk's squad paid dearly for these. Meaty 1, please analyze the maps. Find any profile that matches a Pythar-class Imperial shuttlecraft. The Meaties are pleased to meet you. They're great fans of yours.
Hello there, my little friends.
Aw, you've got your own booster club. Good for you.
Ever since I built the Meaties, I've been teaching them Jedi history, philosophy, everything. Someday, the Meaties will prove that even droids can use the Force.
If a droid became Force-sensitive, that would be extraordinary.
The Council doesn't believe me, but I think it's already happened more than once. Throughout history, certain droids have achieved well beyond their design limitations. I believe the Force is the answer. Droids who go long enough without memory wipes develop personalities. Couldn't they develop more than that?
I think you're onto something, Leha.
You're the first member of our order to admit the potential. Even Master Braga is skeptical. You found something? Let me see. The Empire recently discovered a crash site matching the scientist vessel. Imperial forces are excavating the wreck at an ice cavern nearby. We need to move fast, and we'll need reinforcements.
Tell our backup he needs to pull that new squad together yesterday.
I'll contact Sergeant Rusk and inform him of the situation. You and I will hit the enemy from 2 directions. I'll enter the cavern at these coordinates. You go in at this entrance. We'll meet in the middle. Don't worry, Meaty. The Force is with us. I'll see you at the cavern.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
You'll live.
Impatience got the better of me. I blundered in here like a Padawan. The heavy turrets were an unpleasant surprise.
All those turrets, just for us? I'm touched.
You were surrendering, Jedi. I suggest you keep that promise.
Give us a moment, please. I need to explain the situation to my friend.
I obviously missed a lot. Give me the short version.
I sprung a trap. The end. Turns out, the Imperial on the Hollow is more interested in capturing than killing us. Keep him talking. Trust me.
My patience is at an end. Lay down your weapons or my men will destroy you.
Those uniforms. You people aren't standard Imperial military.
I am a member of the Emperor's personal guard, as are the men under my command. The soldiers you face are specially trained to kill Jedi, and they outnumber you.
Not anymore, Imperial scum.
They tricked us. Kill everyone!
Got here as soon as we could. Had to engage some Imperial patrols in our way, but nothing serious.
Nothing serious? Privates Vanth and Eder don't know what day it is. We're lucky to all be alive.
Shut it down, Private. I don't tolerate insubordination.
All of you, please, listen. I know you've been through a lot. I understand your frustration. But a good Jedi, a good soldier, puts emotions aside to do what's necessary. To say the fate of the galaxy depends on us is no exaggeration. We must hold together.
Keep that up, the Republic might make you a general.
Let's honor this Jedi by giving our all.
This is the scientist vessel. And look what I found hiding under a dead Imperial officer.
The rest of your unit is dead, Imperial. Start talking, or you'll join them.
Please, I don't know anything. I'm just a computer tech.
The Empire sent you here for a reason. Let's start with that.
My job was to slice the databanks of this old starship, but the White Maw beat us to them. They lifted the whole network.
The pirates stole the ship's databanks?
They took everything valuable, but they missed the computer decryption file. They can't read the databanks without this.
I'll be taking that.
The White Maw maintains a depot inside a crashed dreadnought. Everything they loot goes there.
Sounds like you've dealt with these pirates before. Tell me about them.
Before the Empire arrived, I was fighting the White Maw. They're well-armed, heavily fortified, clever scum. The pirates secure their depot with ray shields. We'll have to find some way past them to reach those databanks.
The Medes scouted White Maw territory. They located 2 reactors buried beneath the ice. They're no doubt powering the ray shields. If we destroy the reactors, we can enter the pirate depot. Sergeant Rusk, head for these coordinates and destroy the reactor there. My friend will destroy the one at these coordinates.
If your squad runs into trouble, contact me.
Likewise, Master Jedi.
I'll escort our prisoner to the Republic outpost near the starship graveyard. The Medes will perform reconnaissance on the Dreadnought. When both pirate reactors are destroyed, meet me at the outpost and we'll plan our assault. May the Force be with us.
talk later. Feels like we ought to be saving the galaxy right now.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
I've brought what you requested.
Wantahumpa, Murirava, Fupa, Jipampawula. Jonki Faguta, Jiho Poda Jioto Vokise.
The Empire got to your Chiss defector, but the data disk was still on his body.
It's just as well. I'm not sure the men really wanted a Chiss hanging around here. The data disk is the critical thing. Let's get a look at it. Lieutenant, we need this decrypted.
Yes, sir. This is from Imperial Intelligence. It looks like it's a strategic assessment of the Ortolan geothermal power station. Maps, avenues of attack.
The geothermal station is currently held by the White Maw. If the Empire takes it from them, we're in trouble.
Exactly what will happen if the Empire's plan succeeds?
Capturing the power station would give the Empire a completely self-sufficient fortified base on our doorstep. They'd be able to launch attacks from there with impunity. We'd never drive them out.
What do you suggest we do to stop them?
We don't have the manpower to defend that power station. Once you leave, the Empire could just take it. There's only one thing to do. Destroy it before they get there. Take these remote charges.
It's too bad. We could certainly use it.
It's not ideal, but we can't let the power station fall into Imperial hands.
Of all the power stations I've seen on Hoth, this is certainly the best. At least you have your freedom. Go. Start over somewhere else. The Imperial Army will be here any second. You might want to take cover before they get here.
There, good as new. I'm sure Major Vincent will be glad to hear it.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Our sensors didn't pick up any explosions. Did something go wrong?
I chose to stay and fight the Imperial Army.
You fought the Imperial Army? On your own? Are you serious? The stories I've heard about Jedi don't do you justice. Thank you. You've probably just saved the lives of half the soldiers on Hoth.
If everything here is secure, Major, I'm probably needed elsewhere.
There are a lot of people on Hoth who could probably use your help. Listen, I know this is asking a lot, but we've lost contact with Lieutenant Kirill at 10th Outpost. I don't know what's happened there, but I suspect they're in trouble.
We're under attack! Repel the imps!
You're fine.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Best post exchange around. You need it, we got it. Good luck out there.
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Then you are lucky not to have encountered them in the passes. The Brotherhood are White Moor pirates, the worst of the lot. They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
If you came to talk, talk.
My men are in the same situation as Lieutenant Kirill's, cut off with no resupply possible.
If we don't join forces, they'll whittle us down until we leave our outposts in search of food. Then we die.
How does that compare to being betrayed at some critical point by the enemy?
Without help, our deaths are a certainty. Anything is better. What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait would need to do is last until they arrive.
The Brotherhood will find I'm not easily overcome.
They rely on surprise and savagery. Without the former, they can be killed like any other barbarians.
Then it's agreed. Here's the distress flare and directions. Find a good vulnerable-looking spot in the snow. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides.
You'll live.
Get that flare flying. We'll see if the Imperials pick up their end of the bargain.
And when we're out there, I want you to stay close and stay sharp.
Yes, sir.
I mean it. There's things out there that can kill a man as easy as breathing. You should assume every inch.
naya nam ramkam, kala amka mani, libikbak, yan perlu amka, kalami naya kira, nebua ripok. Raga memua inu bunyan, kemapa amka namia.
So what do you see happening next?
Kanam jiwa nemok, hemgam yama naya angam. Nibegap gamka, gakyam, glak nimo amya galak. Raka kalam kala, ninyak oramagyang megik.
I'll do all that I can.
Nulilak apajam kamgam, amka nemnang, ampa nemnang memua inok, emkanaya nugam, kinyem naya lak nug mege.